All right, as far as the fire in Goa's nightclub is concerned, we are getting you details of the Luthra brothers, the owners of the nightclub. Let's tell you about the countdown that has begun for the Luthra brothers. Saurabh and Gaurav, who escaped to Phuket hours after the inferno, have been put on a flight to India. The brothers are expected to reach the Indira Gandhi International Airport around 1:45 p.m. on an Indigo flight. A team from Goa Police along with Delhi Police will take formal custody upon arrival. They will be placed under transit remand to be taken to Goa for interrogation and are likely to be produced before the Mapusa Magistrate Court on the 17th of December, which is tomorrow. The fire erupted at the Luthra Brothers nightclub in Arpora in North Goa earlier this month, killing 25 people, injuring several others. They're expected to be seen in the country back at 1:45 p.m. Right now, spotted at the airport in Thailand, where they went running essentially just hours after the blaze that engulfed their nightclub in North Goa, killing 25 people, injuring many. Now the authorities are bringing them back to India. It's been a wait for a few days now, ever since the fire that broke out in Goa, in North Goa, in a nightclub. Now, they are going to be produced before the court as per the procedure. This is going to happen tomorrow, 17th of December, in Mapusa. Also, what we know is that they're going to be brought back to the country and handed over immediately to the Goa police. These are details that we have with us at this point in time as far as the Luthra brothers are concerned. On your screen, images of the Luthra brothers are being brought back. They are pictures, in fact, coming in from the airport there in Thailand. The Luthra brothers, Saurabh and Gaurav, would be brought back to country. They've been deported from Thailand to land in Delhi before Goa. On your screens, these are the Luthra brothers along with the authorities from Thailand being brought back to the country at this point in time. This is the process essentially for the owners of the Birch nightclub that caught fire. They're leaving Bangkok for Delhi. Images on your screen are of the Luthra brothers, as you can see in these pictures, wearing masks at the Bangkok airport on your screens at this point in time. The deportation process of the Luthra brothers, Gaurav and Saurabh, owners of the Birch by Romeo Lane nightclub in Arpora, where 25 people were killed in a devastating fire on the 6th of December, are being brought back to the country. Shreya Chatterjee getting in more details on that story. Shreya, they'll be brought back to Delhi, and then eventually, as per procedure, the Goa police would be taking them into custody. They could be produced before the court, and the legal protocol will follow. Tell us more.
Well, what we will be seeing right now is the formal arrest of the Luthra brothers that will be taking place in Indian soil once they are actually brought in. Now, this particular thing, what you see right now is an entire operation that has been planned by the Indian agencies. We see those visuals that have come in of the Luthra brothers at the airport at Bangkok. They will be boarding that flight, and subsequently, what we will be seeing is that they will be brought back to the national capital at 1:45 p.m. is when that flight is scheduled to land, and after that we will be seeing the formal things actually taking place.
So we're getting in those details at this point in time. These were criminals, the owners of the Birch nightclub, who in fact are finally being brought back to the country. Remember, at the end of the day, we are talking about the two brothers, Gaurav and Saurabh, and we'll be taking you through the details of their criminal culpability as well. They, in fact, limited number of exits really led to the chaos is what is the charge that they're facing at this point in time, and that's why the charges of criminal culpability builds up. The basement, in fact, the 3 basement exits were sealed up completely, which obviously prevented the people from looking for a fire exit for themselves. In fact, they couldn't find an escape route then for themselves. Also, the fire brigades were unable to reach the location on time. There wasn't enough ventilation inside the club, and that's the reason why so many people died off, simply because they couldn't breathe, and not because they got hurt, but simply because they couldn't breathe. At least 23 bodies were found in a state where it was clear that the victims were unable to breathe. Also, non-functional fire extinguishers at the nightclub that prevented the people there from using them, from dousing the fire quickly. And that's why you saw images of so many people using whatever water was there in front of them to try and douse that fire.